Let's get started right away with this. Last week I was on Facebook there, man, and I was reading you were over in Cancun, Mexico.
Yep.
Where else have your travels taken you lately?
Man, it's hard to say, man. I'm all over the place all the time, so, God, I can't even remember where our last one was. Who was it I with? I have no idea.
It's all good, man. So,
my bad. It was, Montreal was my time before that. Montreal. Up there with Brandon Thatch, Cody Donovan, and Luke Cadillo.
Okay, cool. So, a few weeks back, Nate the Great had a big win. Just talk about that fight for him.
It was a great fight for Nate. I thought he went out there and performed, like his name, the Great. I thought I was so impressed with his performance all around. He looked bigger, stronger, faster, more well-rounded in all areas, and probably my highlight of the fight was when he took Tyrone down. So, his right hands were landing on point like they always do, and in the striking aspect, I thought he was able to put some great combinations together using elbows. All around, I thought it was a great performance.
I think a lot of casual fans remember you best for your debut on The Ultimate Fighter when you were with Team Rashad. Will you be coaching on Shane Carwin's team this time?
Yes, I actually leave on Sunday.
How was your experience the first time around with the show?
Oh, great, man. I had a blast. I actually wasn't going to stay the first time. Rashad had asked me to come out and just kind of give it a feel. And I told him, I wasn't going to leave my guys behind. And, when I got out there and got to see how passionate all the guys were, man, I told Rashad, I said, you know what, I'll stay here if I can go home twice. And they allowed me to go home for a couple days, 2 times. And, man, I enjoyed the atmosphere there. It was fun. And being able to coach against Rampage, it was a fun time.
It'd be good to see you back on the show. So will it be the
same? Appreciate it.
Will it be the same sort of deal, man, where you'll take a few breaks during the taping of the show to come home?
This one I have to come home because I got Jared Hamman, Ed Herman, and Cowboy Cerrone on the 150 card, so I'll be having to leave for that. But outside of that, no, I will be staying there pretty much the whole time.
Trevor, last time we had you on the show was probably last November, and you and I were talking about Duane Ludwig's knockout record. And you told me you didn't think Dana White knew about it, and comes out that he actually didn't know about it, but once he learned about it, they changed it quickly. Were you shocked by that?
Actually I was. I mean, it's the first time that I've ever seen anything get overturned like that. And, all the Twitter followers and the people that speak up about it, it shows how strong the fans are. And, when the fans speak up, and they put a lot of passion behind it. It was really cool to see Dana, get back there, put some effort and some time in there to kind of study the tapes. And, man, that's a cool thing to see get overturned, because Duane was so passionate about it. And if your knockout is real, and it says it on the thing, it was really cool to see him do that, man. It's big ups to Dana.
One of the best guys to watch, one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC is Duane "Bang" Ludwig. He's got a big fight coming up. Just talk about his training for this next fight.
His training is just getting started, and it looks like he's going to come out and spend some time out with us in Vegas, and pretty much our whole camp is going out there. So we'll be spending some time on the side getting him ready for his fight. But man, signing another 4-fight deal is just a great thing, and man, I'm always excited to be in Duane's corner.
Do you think there's added pressure for this fight?
No, I don't think there's any added pressure for Duane at any point. He's not a guy that I feels like he's going to get cut, man. He always puts on spectacular performances, and that's going to win or a loss. And man, I think Dana's pretty happy with the way he fights. So I don't think he's ever feeling like the job's on the line. It's just about going out there and giving it his all. And Duane is the type of guy that he's not dreaming of a world championship in the near future. He's dreaming of always putting on great performances and great fights for the fans.
A lot of media has been all over Greg Jackson's camp lately for their game plan strategies. What's your whole take on that situation?
It's for anybody to kind of go against it. To me, it's kind of silly. Defense wins championships when it comes to fights, and sometimes defensive style fighting puts on boring fights. But when it comes to these guys, making it to to a world championship, that's the number one thing. And then once you get there, you start riding that money train. So if you go out there and just worry about getting knockouts and stuff like that, I mean, if you go out there and put on a bad performance, you can get cut. And it's about winning. I mean, it comes down to winning rounds. I mean, that's the number one factor, is win rounds and you win fights. And I don't think it's a horrible thing. I know being a fan, yes, you want to see exciting fights, but then again, it comes down to winning rounds. So I don't hate him for it, and I think he's a smart guy. I think he's one of the wisest guys in the game, and that's why he's the number one gym in the world. And the better you are, the more talk you're going to get, the more controversy you're going to get. But you know, if you look at Greg Jackson's record and their team record, they have, you know, consistent, you know, fight bonuses, whether it's fight of the night, whether it's knockout of the night, submission of the night. So, you know, when you have a poor fight here and there because of a game plan, you know, I don't think it goes to say that's how they teach. Not at all. You know, they don't go out there going, all right, you're just going to win around it. Don't worry about a knockout. Not at all. Their number one plan is to finish a fight. And if it's not there, don't put yourself in danger. So, you know, I know there's criticism going that direction, but, you know, I could be telling the guy, go out there and just knock this guy's head off. It's easier said than done, you know. So I don't kind of get into that. You know, it's about winning championships, winning rounds, and winning fights.
Jared has a big fight coming up at UFC 150. Will he be joining you in Vegas?
He's not going to be joining us in Vegas because we're leaving, and it's going to be his last week of training camp. So we get a whole bunch of great coaches down here at Grudge, and this time's a lot different than last time. I've got a whole crew of coaches, so I feel a lot more comfortable leaving some guys behind. So he's only going to have to finish his last peak week here in Colorado. We don't want to change altitude or change, you know, going back to a lower altitude and then have to go back to the Mile High. So we're going to keep him here at the Mile High since the fights are here at the Mile High, and I'm really looking forward to being in his corner that night.
Okay, only a few questions left for you, man. But can you tell me what's a typical fight week for one of your fighters?
And what do you mean by a typical fight week? Like, what do we do?
What are you doing in the gym with them?
In the gym, the last week is really just a shakeout week. You just turn the motor on and let it run a little bit, let it idle, and then turn it off. It's nothing very hard. You know, the third week out and the second week out is 110%. That's where we're going out of there, and, you know, we don't care really how tired he's getting. That's, you know, you're going to push it to the limit. But the last week is really just a shakeout week. So we'll go in there, we'll cut our rounds from 5-minute rounds to about 2.5 to 3-minute rounds, and nothing super explosive and not hitting anything at a full pedal. It's more of just kind of get the body going, keep it sharp, and keep it from getting sore. You know, and we'll finish it. So it's just real light shakeouts, and then the day before the weigh-ins, we usually don't do anything, and then the weigh-ins, you cut your weight, and then it's fight time. So that way you're going in 100% and no soreness, no aches, no injuries, and feeling good for your fight.
Final question. Invicta FC's on this weekend. You have a lot of female fighters in the gym?
Actually, I don't. I don't train any female fighters, and it's nothing that against the female fighters. I actually love watching females fight. I had some issues back in the day with boxers when I used to train female fighters, and when females came into the gym with a whole bunch of meatheads, it became a distraction, and it became you know, I was always having to put out fires and guys, you know, getting with the girls and then guys fighting over the girls. So I have a rule that I don't actually have females on the team. I had one female on the team a while back, but that was because she was married to a guy named Ian Berg, and that was Jen Berg. But outside of that, no, I don't bring females on the team. And like I said, it's not that I don't want to train them. I would train females, but with the big squad that we have, we try to keep it all focused and all, you know, we're all trying to hit our goals without any distractions.
Trevor, I appreciate this. Anything you'd like to promote, such as your Twitter or Jim's website?
GrudgeTrainingCenter.com. My Twitter's Trevor Wittman. Go check it out. Also check out my wife's Twitter, man. She's a wonderful person, a wonderful model, and she's pushing her new model site, man. I'm a lucky man to be having her, and her Facebook is Christina Wittman, and you can also go to our model page, and her Twitter is Christina Wittman, and it's all it's Christina Wittman with one T instead of two T's, just because we couldn't fit it in there. But check her out, and man, that's my life support. She helps me with everything.
Okay, thanks for doing this.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Take care, bro.
Okay, see ya.